course, I have to be, oh my God. Whoa. Hello everyone, I'm Lulu, the RC Chick, and today I'll be taking a look at this awesome Lesu Tractor and trailer. So we do have over here a 6x6 full metal Lesu Tractor truck, and of course with a Mercedes-Benz cabin over here, and a full metal awesome trailer on the bottom that's customized in orange and some red over here and there. So now let's get into the features and the details. So now let's take a look at the features of the cabin that we have over here. So of course it is a Benz cabin. We do have some lights over here in the grill. So we didn't add like a lot of lights on this one, but of course you can get that customized to whatever you like. We do have this awesome blue color with some stripes on the sides over here. You can see maybe a red stripe and some whites here and there. And of course we do have a sun visor installed, some spotlights right here on the top. You've got your air horns on each side. There is a see-through window over here, so there is a sun window, sunroof, and of course there are so many other details such as the windshield wipers, but these are not mobile, so you should be careful not to break that. And of course we do have our front bumper and all the other details. So for this cabin over here, we do have openable doors that you can easily open. So they go all the way about 90 degrees, and of course you can see on the inside it is a fully detailed cabin as always. Now coming up over here to the side, we do have our decoration toolbox over here, but it is actually functional because we do hide our electronics in here. So we do have our volume control knob over here, as well as this part that's going to be combined sound and light board, all from Lesu. Now coming up on the top, you can see over here we do have a decorative tank, so it is metal as well as this part. The entire 6x6 chassis on this one is also a fully metal chassis, including the chassis rails and this metal plates on the top. Over here on the side, we do have another toolbox as well as another tank just to complete the entire look. Now on the top over here, we do have our fifth wheel. This is going to be a metal fifth wheel with the original. You pull to close and then push to come in, of course. And of course, we do have on the sides the fenders. These are going to be ABS modes plastic fenders, so these are not metal, but everything else on the chassis is metal. So on the top of the chassis over here, you can see this part is going to be connected to the speed transmission servo, as well as over here we do have our transfer case. Now let's take a look at what's going on under the cabin of this awesome truck. So just open this up, pull the latch, and there's a spring that pulls it back up. So over here we do have this metal plate. That's where your battery sits, and it's going to be using a T connector, so you can use a battery with a T connector. And over here on the inside, you can see this is going to be a Lesu motor. I believe this is the 540L 27T Lesu, and as well as over here we do have our FSIA10B receiver. All right, now let's talk more about this awesome chassis. So it is a 6x6 full metal chassis, and it features a very sturdy one, which is precision crafted components, including the gearbox, tractor wheel hubs, suspension axles and drive shafts, and the track's axle is equipped with this Q-915 axles. So these are actually pretty good for this with differential locks. Over here we do have our two servos, so one is going to be for steering and one is going to be for the differential lock. And over here that's going to be your 2-speed transmission gearbox with high torque, which is awesome. So the axles on this one are pretty good, as well as the entire chassis itself. Definitely highly recommended. Alright guys, now let's take a look at this awesome Lesu trailer. So this is the LSA0020 trailer. So it is hydraulic. It does have hydraulic hind legs in the back over here, as well as you do have your ESC, your pump and motor all in this. So let's talk about the materials. The materials of this are going to be aluminum alloy plates that you can see over here, as well as some steel parts of the body, so stainless steel for the body, and some wood planks that we have in here for extra decorations and details. Now let's take a look at the top and all the details of this awesome trailer. So it is going to be full metal, full aluminum alloy, and all the other parts that you need. Of course, all these parts are painted on, no stickers on this one. The red stripes are all paint. And of course, these doors on the other side actually do open. All you have to do is slide one of these up, as well as the one on the other side, and you can easily just open it up so you can do both sides whenever you need to. And of course, for extra details, Lesu always kills it. So over here, we do have this simulation air brake parts, so for you to connect your air brakes. So over here, I do have this tractor that does have the air brakes on its equipment rack. So we do have the connectors, so you can easily just use this to connect to this part. So it's fitted well. So if you're using this trailer for this tractor, you can also use the air brakes. They are decorational. You cannot actually use them, but I think it's a really, really good addition when it comes to details. Now let's check out the size and measurements of this awesome trailer. So I have measuring tape over here. This is going to be a 90 centimeter trailer. And of course, the width is about 20 centimeters. And the length, that is usable space, is going to be 65 centimeters. Now coming up to the top over here, we do have these two aluminum alloy plates. So once you actually open these, the first plate, you do have your hydraulic oil tank right over here. And of course you do have your valve, so we do have a relief valve as well for this one. And then right next to that aluminum alloy plate, we can lift this one up. This is going to be your battery compartment, and today I'll be using this very small battery. It's a 600, I think 800 milliamp LiPo battery with a T connector, because this is also going to be a T connector. Now coming up to the materials, on the top over here, of course, we have full high quality materials, just like these full wood, real wood boards that we have installed on this one, as well as aluminum alloy plates over here. There's plenty of it. So for extra detail, you do have stainless steel most of the time throughout the body, that of course painted. You can have this as a kit or painted by us, or you can have this exact same trailer. And of course, coming over to the sides, we do have these parts that you can see here. You can easily just bring them out like this. So you can use this to extend the width of the trailer. You can add some plates or a board over here, so that if whatever you're loading on this is too big, just use that. Then you can have something, of course, that fits. Then if the tires are too large, they can still have an area to fit. So these do go out all the way through to the back. So that gives you extra width whenever it's needed. And now, of course, for extra details on the sides, we do have these parts as well where you can pull through your chain slings. And of course, I do have a chain tensioner here from JDM, so you should definitely get one of these. They're super cool for other accessories. So I do have all this set up, so you can easily use this over here to tension up this chain so that everything will be, of course, stuck here and won't go anywhere. And of course, when you're using the chain tensioner, so you do have a setting for either to tighten it or loosen it. So when this part is up, that will loosen the chain. So you can just loosen it up just like that. And then when you want it to tighten, you have to press this. It comes out on this part. And then from there, you can easily tighten it up. So of course, we do have this being a 3-axle trailer with very small, of course, wheels. They are going to be twin wheels on each side. So this is going to be a low boy because of how low this goes. And coming over here in the back, that's where we do have our hydraulic cylinders that control the movement of our hinds, climbing ladders over here, or whatever you would like to call them. So over here, that's the hydraulic cylinder on this part, and the other hydraulic cylinder on the other side. And now over here, we do have under the trailer, the first part is the kingpin over here, which you can actually choose the position. You can unscrew it to put it in this position or that position. And of course, it is difficult to remove, so you are going to use a screwdriver for this one. Coming up over here to the back, we do have the support stands over here. So these are screw driven. I'll show you how they work later. We do have our LED lights for this trailer. So there is a light system like over here, as well as going down over here. We also have another light. Now over here we do have decorative tanks. So these are all full metal. Everything you see on this trailer, apart from of course the rubber tires over here, everything is going to be full metal, either steel or aluminum alloy, or of course wood. Now over here we do have our 930 kV hydraulic oil pump, since we do have hydraulic functions on this trailer. Now over here we do have this box. So this box is going to be housing our receiver. So I'm using a 12 channel receiver because for this one, I'm using this controller. So it's going to be the PL18 EV Lite controller. That's because this controller actually connects to two receivers. So I can connect this trailer, control this trailer with the tractor at the same time. And the receiver is actually perfect and it fits really well into this tiny little box. We did try it with the i6s radio and its receiver and it did not fit, so definitely will highly recommend you get this smaller receiver to fit in this box. So PL18 EV Lite is the way to go if you want to use this trailer with no issues. And then over here we do have our 3 axles, of course none of them alive. This is a trailer and we do have suspension on these axles, as you can see here. So now I'm going to show you the functions of our tractor truck over here. It does have the i6s radio that we have it connected to, so it's not going to be having the same functions and working together with the trailer because the trailer has the PL18 EV radio and this has the i6s. So we'd have to switch the receiver in here and switch the radio to the PL18 for us to use the same controls on this one and on the trailer. So for this one, let's check out its light system. You do have a switch over here, so that's going to turn on these lights in the grill and the ones down below, and then also the headlights, the first 2, and finally that's the lights you get in the front. And of course on the top we do have the spotlights. That's going to be the button right here in the back. Just press that, and of course you're going to have one mode you can switch to. So that's it. So no modes over here, but only one mode on the top for the spotlights. And now for the sound system, you're going to have this joystick over here. And of course, remember we do have volume control in here. We've got the beep sound. So we do have a really good sound system for this one. And of course, indicator lights. Whoa. There is also a 3-speed transmission for this one as well. So we do have 2-speed transmission on this one. So now we're on low speed. So this is going to be the switch. So that's our low speed. We have a neutral option. And then of course high speed. We also have a differential lock, which is unlocked right now. Lock it, and of course I have to be, oh my god. Okay, so I almost crushed into something right there. Let's go back. Okay, so obviously the differential works really well. And now for details on the trailer and its functions, we do have this switch over here that's going to be a light switch, so just flip it. So we do have all the lights on the sides turned on. And of course we do have another switch on here. That's going to be the switch for the warning light that's on the back over here. So that's your warning light switch. You can actually flip in between modes. So you get about 8 different modes for the warning light. Now obviously in the back over here, we're going to get reversing lights as well with the beep sound. And of course we do have brake lights as well. So forward, brake. So this looks way cooler when you have it connected to a tractor truck, of course. And now for the hydraulic functions of here, the hind crawler legs. So you have to turn on the pump, of course, first. I like to turn it on about halfway. And this switch over here on this side, that's going to lower them down. So let's pull that. Whoa! Maybe that was a little too fast. Let's bring them back up. Down. So that can be quite quick. You have to be very gentle with this. That's me trying to be as gentle as possible. So of course you do have your hydraulic cylinders that control that. And now let's check out the function of the support legs over here. So we do have a switch that you can just flip. and it will start lifting. So this is, of course, an electric function. And that's as high as they go. And now let's take a drive with the tractor and trailer both together. So now let's connect it at the hitch or at the fifth wheel. Perfectly done. All right, everyone. Now that was the awesome, both from Lesu. Actually, everything that you see here is from Lesu, including our tractor truck, our awesome S0020 hydraulic trailer, and of course we do have the MCL8 loader on the top over here. So I would of course always recommend you guys to switch to the PL18 EV Lite or any other PL18 remote controller if you want to use both the tractor and the trailer at the same time, so you don't need to use two of them like this, like me. Don't be me, guys. Anyway, so if you guys would love to have one of these, either the tractor or the trailer or even the loader, please just don't hesitate to contact me. I'll be so happy to customize any of this for you. And of course, this can come as a kit as well that you can assemble yourself. So I'm Lulu, the RC Chick, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!